Welcome back to the Untold Diaries, where we explore the darkest corners of folklore. Tonight, we venture into one of the most terrifying legends from Nigeria, a tale that has haunted many for generations. This is the story of the Bush Baby. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming next, because tonight's tale is not for the faint-hearted. Now, let's talk about the Bush Baby, a creature that is said to roam the darkest parts of the night. In Nigeria, it is known as Egbere, or simply Bush Baby. Many believe it appears in the form of a small child or a baby, crying alone in the wilderness, luring people into the shadows. But here's the catch. It's not a child at all. The Bush Baby is said to be a spirit, a demon, or worse, something that feeds on fear. It mimics the cries of an innocent baby to draw its victims closer. And when you get too close, it reveals its true form. A creature with glowing eyes, a sinister grin, and a thirst for human souls. Those who hear its cries are warned to never, ever follow. But sometimes curiosity gets the better of us, and that's exactly what happened to Ada. It was past midnight in a small boarding school in Nigeria. The air was thick with the stillness of the night. Everyone in the dormitory was asleep, everyone except Ada. She lay awake, her mind restless, when she heard it, a faint, distant cry like that of a baby. Ada sat up in bed, listening closely. The cry was soft, almost pitiful. She told herself it was just her imagination, a trick of the wind, but then it grew louder, more insistent. Her heart pounded in her chest as she felt an inexplicable pull, a compulsion to help. She grabbed her flashlight and crept out of the dormitory, following the sound through the empty corridors out into the cold night air. The crying led her to the edge of the school grounds, where the forest began. She hesitated, but the cries grew louder, and she felt an irresistible urge to continue. She moved deeper into the woods, the trees closing in around her. The sound of the crying became clearer, closer. Too close. Then she saw it under a large, twisted tree. A small figure hunched over, its back turned to her. At first it looked like a baby, but something wasn't right. Its movements were unnatural, jerky, and its shoulders shook with strange, distorted sobs. As Ada slowly approached, her heart racing, the figure turned. The eyes, they were glowing, not with innocence, but with hunger. The creature smiled, a smile that stretched too wide, revealing sharp, gleaming teeth. It whispered, "Help me, please," in a voice that sent chills down Ada's spine. Frozen with fear, Ada tried to step back, but her feet felt glued to the ground. The creature slowly rose, its limbs bending at unnatural angles, moving closer with each breath she took. Ada wanted to scream, but no sound escaped her lips. They say Ada was never seen again after that night. Some believe she was taken by the Bush Baby, swallowed by the darkness. Others claim she returned days later, but she was different. Her eyes were hollow, her voice was a whisper, speaking of things that made no sense. So what do you believe? Is the Bush Baby just a myth told to scare children, or is there something darker lurking in the night? The next time you hear a cry in the dead of night, will you dare to follow it? Think twice before you do, because some cries are better left unanswered. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more untold stories. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.